Okay, welcome back to Dr. Dekker. So let's see where we left off. Oh, we did find the key points with Nathan, but not all of them.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I've decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. And I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor? I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah, just the two of us. It's paradise.
Alright, so still a question left.
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation. I meant I wasn't in the mood to talk to Dr. Dekker. Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mind Stretch Outreach.
Oh, the keyboard.
Hannah never met Dr. Dekker. She did donate to his charity once, though.
What is left? There's still something left. What? Where did that come from?
She's dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, you're welcome.
I don't know. She stopped breathing. I don't know. I was 6. Something to do with her lungs.
Okay. Well, I have to talk to her some. I don't know if I talked to Ellen today. Not much. Who's Tom?
He did die. He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly.
Oh.
Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock. I wish I'd said goodbye. I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. Here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it?
Wait, what?
Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder.
How do we not know this yet?
Sad. But doctors come and go, and only poor Jaya remains. I've got his resignation letter somewhere. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
Yeah, there's one part of the screen.
I can't help you with...
Spell. Did he die when he was signing it? That's what it looks like.
I don't know.
Um.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think. Good choice. I'll go and see Ben to see if I can get him to call off the dogs. I have no idea what's gotten into him. Perhaps it's his mum. She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25. We'd work late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order. Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters. Yes, letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I find those referral letters. He was sure there was a pattern in them. I've got no idea.
Yeah, chaos. That's what I was actually looking for.
Nobody likes chaos, Doctor. We're supposed to be restoring order, don't you think?
Didn't I just ask order? Yeah.
I don't know any. It hadn't even been a year. I'm not trying to. Asking one question at a time is a good tactic. Good God, Doctor, it's like you're trying to confuse me.
What? Isn't that exactly what the hint is told me to do?
Everyone has to believe in something, don't they, Doctor?
Who is this guy?
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention
So
that?
that's not me.
I don't. I think I'm going to. Test is the wrong
When
word.
did we hear
More
this?
like gently guide. Professor Alderby had a lot of good advice to offer the young psychiatrists. He really helps them focus on where the problems are. I think you might be bar.
Wait, what?
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of sponge.
It's smashed. This practice is owned by a trust. They make all the money and leave me to make all the decisions, which generally means making lots of money. I headhunted Dr. Dekker. And you?
I was wondering if that was going to be in there.
So you watched the tapes. Ah, gold star for you.
I tried asking that.
I've recruited the last 5 doctors since I've been here. Now I've got a flair for recognizing the extraordinary. Both you and Dr. Dekker were extraordinary. Both Cambridge graduates, both top of the class, both pliable, obedient slaves to my every whim. Yeah, that last one's more of a hope than a must-have attribute.
I don't know about you.
Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them.
So try to ask about everyone, right?
I don't know. I've got no idea. I'm not trying to hide anything.
Alright, so I do think I've asked about everyone else. Well, she's not the doctor. I know what she's gonna say.
Oh, don't be such a... It's just between us two.
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse. I don't know. Sorry. That's not really important.
What?
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late. To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I have any loose ends. I don't know what that says about me. Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session. I can sense it, you know? It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum. My mum's a nightmare. I said she was into all this new age stuff, right? So she thinks she can tell me what I should be doing all the time because she got a message from her spirit guide that said I'm not eating well, or I'm not getting enough sleep, or I'm not looking after my inner moonbeam or whatever. It drives me nuts. But she's my mum. I love her, so I have to take it. Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know. But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to. I'm not sure about that. I think we've got a bit off track. Maybe you should... No. I don't really have anything to... I haven't had a great day, to be honest. I don't know. I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do. Plus, Hilda's getting worse. Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK. Healthcare serial killer. You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts, Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
I mean, I can't say it hasn't crossed my mind.
Dr. Dekker almost certainly had unfinished business. He didn't know he was going to die. But it's too late now. That's why I have to help Hilda while I can. I feel like you're asking me questions about something I don't know.
That actually may be true for once.
Actually, I had a hot.
I tried asking that.
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know. Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier, held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab and we went back to my place. That's not really important.
Well, I feel like it's playing my response here. I normally would not ask this, but...
I don't really have anything to tell you about it.
Okay. Just felt like that would be one of the responses.
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died. I don't know. I have a few other things. A watch, a ring. One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really. Alice was one of my favourites. She never held back, spoke her mind about everything. But she had a wicked sense of humour. It was the one thing she held on to right until the end. Her most treasured possession. She said she wanted me to have it. You don't argue with a dying person's last wishes. Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die. But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor? Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I mean, it seems weird that you're like going around purposely collecting these things.
I'm not sure. Sorry.
I already guessed that.
Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand.
I mean, at worst, you shouldn't be flaunting it. What are you doing? I don't know, it seems weird. There's just something off about her.
To help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go. We leave a lot of loose ends in our lives. We're very messy that way.
I tried that. I thought I asked that almost exactly. I think I said Hilda's unfinished business.
Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent. I can change my skin. What I look like.
Oh my god.
I can turn into a patient's loved one.
Oh my god.
Just hold their hand.
Here it is.
And ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them.
Oh my god.
It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Wow. I'm scared. Can I leave now? Ah.
No. I feel like you're asking me.
What are you talking about?
I can change my. I don't know how it works. I just know that it does.
So, yeah, that would be absolutely nothing that anyone ever in the history of the world has asked without hearing the question. Do you change your skin?
I think we've got a bit off track. That's not really important. I can change my skin. What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them. I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone. I don't really have any...
I mean, you ask them to imagine, and then they imagine.
Really? I don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses. I think we've got a bit... I'm not sure what time Max left. We fooled around for a bit at my place, so early hours of the morning.
The stuff I want to ask, they won't let me ask. I should have done that.
I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it. Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him. We talked about families, I think. Our mums. I probably spent far too much time talking to Dr. Dekker about my mum. Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a few issues. That's what I liked about Dr. Dekker. It wasn't just him asking me questions and analysing me. He talked about himself as well. Mainly he talked about being a therapist. He said he had a few patients like me, you know, with special gifts. He said not all of them were as enlightened as me. Well, you know, I know what I can do is special. I see it as a good thing. But apparently, some of his other patients saw their abilities as a curse. Dr. Dekker hated that. He said he wished they could all be more like me.
Wait. So was Dekker... This foundation he had for kids, was he like trying to find kids that either had or thought they had special abilities and then taking them as patients?
Sounds like Dekker and his mum had a... I'm not sure I should talk about that. Aren't I breaking some reverse patient therapist confidentiality?
I don't know why you'd ask that.
No. I didn't go on a date with Dr. Dekker.
I guess because we've already
my
dated some
therapist.
patients.
I would just be wrong. I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it. I'm not sure. I don't know.
What a weird thing to ask.
No, it doesn't hurt at all. I don't think it's a physical thing. I don't think my body actually changes. I think it's more like an illusion. Like my energy changes or something. I don't think I'm deceiving my patients when I shift. I'm helping them.
Or they're giving you items when you're shifting.
I feel like you're asking me questions.
When did she ask that? She may kill me if I'm not.
I don't know. Are you happy, Doctor? You seem happy. You have a very positive energy. No, that's not a question for me. I've shifted a few times now. I honestly couldn't tell you how many.
I mean, couldn't this just be a delusional patient that thinks you've shifted?
So,
I mean, it's not like a weird thing if someone on their deathbed thinks you're somebody else. It's not like, oh my god, I got a special power.
It just sort of fades when I let go of their hand. Obviously, I can't see myself, but I feel it leave me. If you get what I mean. The bond I have with my patients is not the same for the other nurses. They don't have my special talent. I didn't lie. I'm really not interested in dating anyone. I just went out with Max as a favour, for a friend. Like I said, it wasn't anything serious.
Okay, what about this? What about the charity?
That's not really... I think we've got a bit off...
What I really want to ask her is about that.
I feel like you're...
Okay, so this was with Nathan, and this was a long time ago. I mean, just scoot over there and ask about charity. I think that'll be the first thing he says.
Hannah was forever giving.
Or Dekker's chart is what I mean.
Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called
Mind Stretch Outreach. That definitely sounds like somebody that would search for powers.
I don't really have any... It only lasts for as long as I'm holding the hand. I think it needs that connection.
Okie doke. Well, let's go on to day 3. They'll probably have an interesting transition. They probably will.
David Hunt,
I can change my skin.
then Skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
on
phone
Valentine's Day.
And asked me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me.
It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
Oh, Doctor, you surprised me. Reminds me of Officer Yates. Did I ever mention I had a special friend in the police force? Nah, it's not something you drop politely into a conversation. He's been doing some digging and he's found a couple things. There's a crime scene report that goes into all the gory details,
Awesome.
and another report that's about a patient you're seeing today, Claire.
Okay.
I'll put them both on the desk for you. And thanks for the grief counselling, by the way. It's really been helping, you know. I'm so glad you're here.
Okay. So Claire. Which one's Claire? Is this one we've seen before? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the other two are gone. I don't know what the hell's up with them. Alright. I'm going to end this recording here, so till next time.